Good morning from Helen Smith, Crafting Artisan. Happy New Year 2025. Let's hope it brings you lots of crafting times and adventures. And I hope you have enjoyed the Christmas break, whatever that was for you. So I'm doing my video blog hop as part of Stamp Around UK. It is my personal challenge to complete every month of the blog hops, yes. Today's challenge is using 3 of our Stampin' Up colours: Granny Apple Green, Balmy Blue and Bubble Bath. So there's my inks, there are my coordinating cardstocks. I'm going to be using Spotlight on Nature and the sentiment from Something Fancy I thought would be nice, grateful for the everyday magic of you. And I'm going to be making something similar to this, but a slightly different design, just using the inks and some background stamping rather than the DSP. So I will put the products that I've used in the description, and let's get started. I've got my little pack of, you can get these from any craft store or Amazon, and Post-its. I just use a few rather than, especially if you're posting them, you don't want to use a thick heavy wad. So it just gives the receiver an idea of having a little Post-it. So using these 3 colours, no, they are not 3 colours that I would put together. Definitely love the Bubble Bath. I use the Granny Apple Green a lot at Christmas. Balmy Blue, I'm not a very blue person, so I don't tend to, that's not one of my go-to colours, but I think with the pink and blue, gender reveal cards, who knows, for one of your cards for the year, if you know anyone's having a baby. But the Granny Apple Green is just exactly the name, just exactly, you know, if you close your eyes, Granny Apple Green, you just know exactly what the colours would be. Okay, so I will start off with doing my get my trimmer. So I'm going to work in centimetres. Let me just put the inks away. I just got those all out to show you. I'm not sure if I shall be using all of them. So I'm going to be doing 10 centimetres or just under 4 inches, like so. So that is now over there. And what I tend to do when I make something, before I make my notes, I always keep a master, so I can make my notes from there. So I design as I go, which is, I know, rightly or wrongly, you don't have to be too specific or too critical on things like this. It's good for using a card, you know, if you've got some scrap card. So I'm going to take 2.5 centimetres off the length. So that gives me my base, which will be the long card part. Then I want to score that, so we'll just double check what it actually measures. So that's 27.5. So half of 27.5. So half of 24 is 12. So I'm going to go, well, let's cheat again. It's all about keeping it simple. So let's measure this one and compare. So I want to do it at 14 or just over 14 and 21. So we want to score. So move your cutter to the top, score there, and then score half of that at about just over 7. Checking you're still in view. So we give that a fold. Now, as you can see, I have gone slightly a different size, so we just take that little edge off. You know, if you're a beginner, it doesn't matter. You're creating. That's all that's important in my eyes. So we just want to burnish that, so it gives that a nice crisp seam so that it will stand nicely. So as you can see, it will stand like that, and then we're going to make the front card part. So that's our base done. Now the front card part, I think I'm going to go with, yeah, I might go with the blue because we're using the blue, and maybe we can do some little pink. Yeah, okay. So we could make it from one piece of card, but for the purpose of the video today, we're using the 3 colours. So we want to cut a piece of this at 10 centimetres wide again. Actually, I'll go this way so I keep a bigger piece of the card back. You know, in crafting, there is no right or wrong way. And then I'm going to probably about 12, 13. Let's go with 13. Gives me a little bit there to the base. So that's our front layer. Okay. Now you could decorate that with some DSP if you wanted to. But I think I'm going to go with some pink. I'm going to go with some Stampin'. And I'm going to use the Spotlight on Nature. So that's going to be stuck onto there eventually. And then we could use a little bit of, let's use a little bit of the blue that's there, and we could just make ourselves a little border, so it just gives that a bit of stability. One of the biggest things when I started paper crafting was the measuring. I really, and even with some things, I still, you know, my brain doesn't quite get which way to measure things, but as long as you get the shape you want, then that's fine. So that we will stick onto there, and we'll just put that to the side, and then we'll use this as our stamping. So I'm going to use, well, I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green for the leaf, which I'm going to probably just sort of come off there. Got to have a little butterfly. So to me, if that's stamping that way, then that will probably stamp on that way. Or shall I go for the, I might actually just go for the large floral one. Let's have a little look and see what we think it looks like. Let's get a small, another block for the butterfly. Okay, and let's just do the leaves as well, because, right, let's just have a little dab, 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 as my tell my ladies, kiss the card. Oh, that's nice. So dab, dab, dab. So we're going to sort of just create our own background, as it were. So you can, so it truly is a unique piece of art. Okay, so that's the leaf. That's quite nice. Just make sure you can still see me okay. And let's go for the butterfly in the bubble bath. Just give that a little try. Yeah, I mean, it is fainter because it is a paler colour, but I think that will be effective. And we want the sentiment, so let's just see the, leave that there. Let's just see what we think it looked like. So that onto there. We're going to put the calendar actually put the calendar onto there and not use the post-it. I think might be quite nice actually. What do you think? Let's have a look. We'll put the calendar. Or if you're absolutely not sure, turn the piece of card over. Go back to the stamping. Get your ink and your stamp. Oh no, we can't turn this piece over because it'll be seen. Oh, I don't know. That might be. No. No. We'll continue with this same card. We could just take this pattern a bit higher, I think. Let's just see what that looks like. No. Let's try something else. Let's try. No, let's try. I'm just going to cut another piece of blue. There with me, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Take that a little bit taller as well. So I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put my design, I'm going to actually put there so I know where I'm put a little pencil mark so I know where I'm gauging. We can rub those out afterwards. We want the sentiment, but we can overstamp him. That's better, Helen. So just sort of create your own border, probably will be better. That's better. That's better. Then that will sit in there. That's better. And we could even use a different sentiment, but I quite like that. Yeah. That's quite nice. May the good you do come back to you. Yeah. And that's the shape that I want. Yeah. Let's have a look. Another. Did anybody get any crafting goodies from Father Christmas? Or should I go a bit bigger with that? No, I'll go with this. Dab, dab, dab. May the good do you come back to you. Right, okay, so I'm happy with that for the moment. I'm going to put the green away because I'm going to add some of the blue, balmy blue. I'm a bit balmy some days. And this is what we call a little, I don't know, I call it splatters. And they're sometimes really nice just to see. This gives you a nice little splatter. That's going to bring in the blue. Just handy to have on your desk or in the lounge, on the kitchen side, anywhere really. Just have a little calendar. Okay. I think just to bring the Haven't used any pink yet, but we could use pink embellishments. Okay, so let's put the blue away. And let's see, I don't think that pink will be as effective on there. So I'm going to glue my calendar. Move that there to dry up. I send these little calendars out with my new catalogues, mini catalogue. Anybody would like one? But I took part in a German-American Advent craft swap because one of my daughters lives in Germany, and I made 30 of these with that beautiful pink DSP that I won for increasing my sales. So I'm just going to rub off these little marks. And then I'm going to glue let's put that onto there a moment. I'm going to glue onto there, like so. Then I'm going to cut a piece of the bubble bath because I want this for my little base bit. I will put all the measurements in the description. So if we can imagine, that's going to be on there. And then we're going to have a little bit of the pink for the base. I might just take that a little bit narrower. So the beginning of the month, my craft room routine is that I replace the blade on my trimmer. I clean my blocks with the either soapy warm water or isopril. I plan or try to plan what I'm going to be, what if I need any cards for the month ahead. I'll just take that a little bit shorter because that's sort of to make it stand. Naughty, naughty, Helen. Wasn't on a flat surface. Okay, so that will sit on there. And my post-it will sit on there. And that will be the, and then that will sit on there. I am wondering, I think I'm just going to take a little bit off the top of this because it just feels a little bit too high, but we're not losing anything obviously because we've randomly made our background, so that looks better. Yeah, that just sits a little bit better there for me. Yeah, I think that's good. So to assemble it, so I know we've only used a bit of pink card, but we could, if we wanted, so we can bring all the colours in. And Janice, who is our dear leader, knows that I've followed the spec and used all the colours. Where's my butterfly? Let's have a little dab, dab, dab. I know it's only going to be seen on the edges, but let's just give ourselves... Let's just give a little butterfly border here. Well, we could just do it all actually, and then bits come over. It's quite nice doing. I'm not sure what the correct phrase is for using the same colour ink on the same colour card. I'm sure there's a name for it. So to assemble, we are going to get our Tombow again. I love this glue. So loads of this glue. Get my little pot out. And we're going to stick that as near to there. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And that will be our guide up to there. And then we could put another bit of card, but that's lovely. We're going to stick our post-it. Other brands are available. Onto there. And then, see, it's great for going in the post. And then we only want to glue this part onto the base. So I would actually glue onto here a little bit more than you normally would with the glue, because obviously it's got to withstand you opening it. And then lay that onto the edge. Make sure you've got the edges and you're nice and even. Like so. Just take it from that side and give it a and I think, let me have a look in my current embellishments. There we go, there's a current. Just lay that down. I think it is just needs something there. I might just do another little that's it. Sometimes it's strange, it just needs one or two little things and you've got it. So I'm going to use they're almost bubble bath, but they are pretty in pink, but I'm sure we'll be all right. I'm sure we'll be allowed. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, using Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Granny Apple Green. Let's move these out of the way. You've got your very own little desk calendar, great for customers or for little gifts, or using the 3 coloured cards. Nice and simple. Hashtag simple stamping, and for Stamp Around UK. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year.